I want to say a word about believing from heaven's side. Verse number 22. Listen to this. It pleased God through the foolishness of the message preached to save those who believe. This is an encouraging word. Salvation only comes through faith in the message of the cross. It is not foolish preaching that pleases God, although I've done my share of that. It's the foolishness of the message being preached. The proclamation does not refer to the act of declaring a message, but to the content of the message. Sometimes the devil tries to intimidate us because we may feel that we're not as good an orator as someone else. Or we hear this word a lot today. He's a great communicator. And we can become intimidated and think, man, if I could communicate like him. But you know what your Bible says? It is not the act of declaring a message, but the content of the message. The content of God's message is the gospel, the word of the cross, the power of God. So it does not refer to a special technique or of oral communication. Rather, it pertains to the content of what is declared. He's talking about the preaching of that which is foolish in the world's eye, the simple, unadorned, uncomplicated truth of the cross of Jesus Christ. And so it doesn't matter. You may not be a communicator, but you've got a great message to tell, a story to tell. I've never had anybody walk down the aisle and say, because of the way you articulate it, I'd like to get saved. But to the contrary, they'd say, I've never really understood this message. But today you made it clear how he died and how much he loved me. And it just spoke to my heart, which is nothing but the power of God. And they give their life to Christ. That speaks of those who are believing. But let me just wrap it up by talking about those who are perishing. It's amazing the contrast. Listen to it again, verse 18. For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it's the power of God. Isn't that amazing? You go into a room, man, in one part of the room, they are celebrating, they are having a spell. God is moving in their heart. They believe in the gospel and the power of the gospel. On the other side, there are some that see it as nothing but sheer foolishness. If you'll look carefully when you're preaching sometime, there'll be some that will even be snickering during the message.